Daddy born poor, mama was too. Walking through the snow, plastic bags on their shoes. Papa selling houses, sleeping in a car. 4 babies in the backseat, underneath the stars. Well, hey, hey, just work a little harder. Hey, hey, punching that clock with work and prayer and a little bit of luck. Make so much money, need a 10-ton truck. Ha, 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 ha.
Hey, good morning, everyone. Paul McMann here with Forex Smart Trade. It is Thursday, January 18th, 2024. So glad you could join me here at Forex Smart Trade. Our goal is to help you become a successful and profitable currency trader. And we do that by teaching you how to analyze our proprietary indicators that are simple to use, but highly accurate. And today's session is to kind of show you how well they work and one of a dozen different trade strategies that we have. This is the one I principally use, but when we train people, we focus on your availability to trade and what your risk preferences are and create a customized trade plan for you. The best part of it is that once we've trained you, we're so confident in how well it works that we'll let you trade with our money and split what you make. So before we get going, we need to listen to this guy, and we'll see what's available.
Due to federal and state regulations, we are providing the following disclosure. Please stay tuned, as this will take less than a minute. Foreign exchange, futures, and cryptocurrency trading are highly risky, and you can lose all the money you invest should you decide to engage in live trading. We are not responsible for your investment, trading, or tax decisions. We are not licensed financial advisors, traders, accountants, stockbrokers, or attorneys. We are not licensed commodities brokers and do not engage in or facilitate commodities transactions. We are not an introducing broker, and we make no recommendation as to where you should invest or what broker you should trade with. As you apply what you learn, we recommend you seek advice from licensed professionals. Any trade results that we show should not be considered typical of our students. We do not and cannot track the results or performance of our students' private trading accounts. We do not know what a typical or average student earns or loses trading. This is not a get-rich-quick program, guaranteed system, or business opportunity. We sell training and trading tools. We make no promises our training or tools will generate future income for students, and you may not make your investment back, including your investment in this training. Any redistribution or recording of this material is strictly prohibited without advance written permission.
One of the great things about the program is that we do these live trades. I do 3 a week, Tuesday and Thursday morning at 6:30 a.m., also Monday afternoon at 3:30 p.m., provided it's not a holiday. And then every afternoon, Monday through Thursday at around 4:15, I send out a trade setup for an overnight trade. That strategy uses a little bit different analysis than what we're using this morning. And then once you become a regular member, every morning at 10 a.m., we do a live trade. Every evening at 10 p.m., we do a live trade. And one of the keys that our students are able to find success is that these are training sessions. We're showing you specific trades and how to do the analysis, but we also have sessions, coaching sessions or training sessions every Wednesday evening at 9 p.m. And then back to the basics every Saturday morning at 10 a.m. We're reviewing the various strategies, taking questions, getting you information so that you can continue to improve. And that's what it's about. We care how you do, not just once you sign up for the trading, because you're trading our money. We've got a vested interest in being aligned with what you're doing. Now, I work off of a little checklist that helps keep me focused, make sure I'm not missing anything. Every day, it is good to restart your green chart. It clears out the memory, picks up any updates. I do it today. When I started, I actually rebooted the whole computer just to, double clear everything out. Good habit is at the end of every trading day is to kind of take a look at what trades didn't go the way you wanted and go back and do a little study as to why they didn't do what you want. And our indicators make it very easy with the simulator, because you can go back to the specific time when you took the trade and look at what the charts were showing you and go back and say, well, what did I miss here? Why did it not go the way I thought it was going to go? And that's a very useful exercise when we do live trades and they don't go the way I expect. I do that and show you how I do that. So good habit to go back and review things that didn't go well. We are technical traders. We are trading based on the price action. And our indicators are very good at giving us an indication of the direction the market's going to go. And if we know the direction the market's going to go, we can make some money off of it. However, there are news events that do impact the market, and we want to know what those news events are so we can trade around them. The best place to get that is forexfactory.com. Forexfactory.com breaks news down into three categories. Yellow, which is low impact. We generally don't worry about those. Orange, which is medium impact. I don't worry about those. You can. And then red, which is high impact. And those are items we want to trade around. My general rule of thumb is I don't want to take a trade within 2 hours of this window. And this morning we've got unemployment claims coming in, and the reason I give it a 2 hour window is this news is a published number. It's already figured out the day before. So what happens is people start to trade on it, or the information leaks out beforehand, and it starts to impact the price before the indicators can pick it up. And we don't want to get stuck having a trade open when that news comes out and it causes a jump. And the jump is caused by the perception of what the news is versus what the expectation of the news was going to be. So, they may expect unemployment claims to go down, 3%, and they actually go down 4%, which was more than what they thought. And then tying that back to how it impacts the economy creates makes the dollar stronger or weaker. So, and there's some people who are quite good at being able to understand the impact of that and how it's going to affect it, and we'll trade on that. We don't. We are strictly going on the price action, and it's easier just to not trade it. So this morning we won't take a trade on the USD. So with that, let's kind of jump into it. The signal I am going to use today is something called the 10-point trade signal. I take it off of a 1 hour chart that's consistent with kind of my trade plan. I like to get in and get out on a 1 hour chart. The trade's going to close anywhere from 1 to 3 hours, and it's going to be worth anywhere from 5 to 35 pips. And my sweet spot's 11 pips. If I can do that 3 times a day, I'm doing pretty well. And for those of you who took last night's overnight trade, it was 11 pips and it closed profitably. And the basis of this strategy is basically to get the lines from all 3 sections of the chart to line up. And if I can get all agreement from all 3 sections of the chart to agree, that's a high probability trade. So that's what I'm looking for. This trade's a little different than the trade you might have seen on the in the trial, in that it requires you to figure out what the trade is worth. And that's where a little skill comes in. On some of the trades we have, it's just, if you see this, it's worth this, take it. The chart we're going to be trading off of this morning is the Light 6 Major chart. It's one of the standard charts. I like to call it a composite chart because it is showing us 6 different currency pairs, all on the 1 hour chart. These pairs on this first chart are all US based. And we start with the middle section of the chart, which is called the majors and minors. The red and green line is the major indicator. The black and gray line is the minor indicator. Horizontal blue line is the overbought line. Generally, when the market is overbought, that is a good time to sell, and specifically when the lines are above the blue line and pointing down, which is kind of what we have here, or they're below the red line, horizontal red line, which is the oversold line and pointing up. And so what we're looking is to try to get that run through the channel. Now here, let's see, one more second here. Let me just make one more adjustment. Hold on a second. These aren't all linked. They're supposed to be all linked. Anyways, I guess I'm not going to mess with it right now. We're overbought here, but not all the lines are going down. The red line is going up a little bit. I want all the lines going down, so I don't have the first condition that I'm looking for, or the second condition. First condition is that we're overbought. Second condition is that all the lines are going down. I don't have that here, so I'm going to pass. Euro USD. And what I was trying to do a second ago is I like to have 5 or 6 candles up here. So I was trying to make that adjustment on my screen at home. It's a bigger screen, so it comes up that way. But here, this is a smaller screen, so not so much. We were oversold. We started to go up. But now the signal has changed. So we're in the channel and the signal is turned. But you can see if we're over here and we get the buy signal here, we get a nice green candle. And what I'm trying to do is carve out 11 pips as it runs through the channel. And here you would have carved out 11 pips had you been able to catch that. So if I don't have it, I move on. Oversold, everybody's going up. And here, unlike on the Euro USD, all the lines are still going up. I will consider a trade if it's less than halfway. But what I don't like, even though all the lines are going up, I don't like the kink in the line here where we're going from more steep to less steep. I want it to go the other way. I want it to go from less steep to more steep, like what we see over here. Less steep to more steep. And then the other thing I don't like is the slope of the green line. I want the slope of the green line to be greater than 45 degrees. And this is maybe 30 degrees. So I'm looking for plus 45 degrees on this. So I don't have it, so I'm going to pass. Canadian dollar. We're just reaching oversold and everybody's going down. Dollar Swiss franc. We didn't quite get to oversold and it's starting to turn. Everybody's going up. I'm not crazy. I prefer it to actually get to oversold. I guess the minor line did touch oversold. We're not halfway. We do have the 3 points here. 1, oversold, touched. 2, everybody's going up. and 3, the green line is crossed over the red line and the gray line is crossed over the black. So those are the 3 points I'm looking for. Steepness on the green line is it's about 45 degrees. When I jump up to the TNTs, I'm going to count how many lines are supporting this buy sell. The 2 orange lines are going up. The thick orange is going up. The thin orange is going up. And the 2 blue lines are going up. And the blue lines are inversely related. And what that means is that when blue goes up, that means sell. So it's backwards. And I want to have at least 3 of these 4 lines telling me buy. So I only have 2, just the 2 orange lines. The 2 blue lines are telling me sell. So because I don't have 3 of the 4, I'm going to pass. The next part of the test would be to see what the pressure is doing. Pressure is weak up pressure. So the pressure is there. So I have this piece of it. I have this piece of it. I don't have this piece of it. So I'm just going to pass. Now, if it was there, we still weren't going to take the trade because of the news. But part of the purpose of this session is to show you how to identify when the trade's available. So here we're almost reaching overbought. So no trade here. Now, can I get 10 pips or 11 pips when I'm overbought? Yes, you can. It's just not part of my trade strategy. I don't want to take trades that have a higher chance of losing. All I need is 2 or 3 trades a day, and I'm making good money. So rather than take something that's a maybe or has a chance of losing, I'll pass on it because it's much harder to get back to break even if you have to cover a losing trade. So, one of my things is that I want to stay away from losing trades if I can. So I have cloned the light 6 major into another chart where I've got 6 new currency pairs, and these are non-USD based. So euro pound, we just reached overbought. It's starting to turn, but we don't have the double. We don't have. Not all the lines are going down. Red line's horizontal here, so we're going to pass. Australian dollar, Australian dollar, yen, overbought. It's starting to turn, but the majors are sideways, so we're going to pass. Euro Canadian dollar, oversold, going down. Australian dollar, New Zealand dollar, overbought, and we don't have agreement between the majors and minors. For those of you who don't know, I am currently in Australia doing a little bit of business and pleasure, and here is a copy of their $50 note. I don't know who the guy is on it. Their money's a little different. It feels like plastic, and you can see it's got like this little clear thing through it. I guess that makes it harder to counterfeit, but it's definitely got, like, our money's got kind of a paper feel. This kind of has a plastic feel to it. And for those of you who are interested, it is 12:30 on Friday here. 12:30 on Friday. Is it Friday? I get confused of the days. It's a day ahead, 18 hours ahead. So even though it's Thursday there, it's Friday here. All right. Pound yen. What happened here? Let's just redo this. Oh, very strange. The signal is different than what we were looking at a second ago. Majors are more than halfway, so I'm going to pass. Specifically, when I say the majors are more than halfway, I'm looking at what the green line is doing. Plus, it's got the kink in it where we're going from more steep to less steep, so I don't like that. Even if we did have a good trade here, well, no, I take that back. Because we're more than halfway, I'm going to pass. Euro Australian dollar oversold. Everybody's going down. It started to turn and then turned again. So let's go to the next group. Canadian dollar, yen reaching overbought. Euro New Zealand dollar oversold, and we don't have agreement between the major line, which is going up, and the minor line going down. Pound New Zealand dollar oversold. Everybody's going up, and we have the double cross, so that's the three items that I'm looking for. The green line is just at 45 degrees, so that's okay. Two orange lines going up, dotted blue coming down. So we've got three of the four telling me buy. And we have very weak up pressure. The green line's going up and the red line's going up with the red line on top. So we've got 7 points here. 1, 3, and 3. When we have 7 points, then the next thing we want to do is we want to take a look at and I'm just writing this down. We want to confirm the trade setup. And I confirm the trade setup by looking at the full chart, which is going to be Great Britain pound, NZD. NZD. And I want to see what's happening with the 2 and the 4 hour. And basically, I want both the 2 and the 4. I want the majors and minors to be oversold. And the thinking here is if these are both oversold, they don't have to be going up. I just want them oversold. We'll pick up the trade even if this weakens. And actually, it looks like a little bit like there's a little kink in the line here. That's the 1 hour chart that we were just looking at where we're going from more steep to less steep. So I don't like that. And the majors have turned, but the majors didn't get to oversold yet. So I'm going to pass. And actually, we've got a little disagreement here. I want all the lines down here because if we're oversold on the 2 and the 4 hour, if this weakens like it is, we'll eventually get the trade. It'll just take longer for it to happen. So on a 2 hour chart, a trade's usually going to take anywhere from 2 to 6 hours to run through the channel. On a 4 hour chart, it's going to take anywhere from 4 to 12 hours. So if it takes a little bit longer for the trade to happen, that's okay. I'm not losing money. I just don't want to get stopped out. So we don't have exactly what I'm looking for here. So I'm going to pass. So let's keep going. Oops, let's see. Which chart were we on? All right, we were on this one. pound New Zealand dollar. New Zealand dollar, yen. We don't have everybody going down here. New Zealand dollar, USD. We don't have everybody going down here. The red line is horizontal. Plus, we've got the news item on the USD coming up. Euro, Swiss franc. We're past the halfway mark, and we've got the kink in the line, so we're going to pass. Let's go on to the next group. Australian dollar, Canadian dollar overbought, and the majors and minors don't agree. Swiss franc, yen, it's turned in the middle of the channel. Euro, yen, it's gone sideways in the middle of the channel. Pound, Australian dollar, disagreement between the majors and the minors. New Zealand dollar, Swiss franc, again, disagreement between the majors and the minors. Canadian dollar, Swiss franc. We touched oversold. Everybody's going up, double cross. This line is better than 45 degrees. Two orange lines going up. But the two blue lines, thick blue is going up, which means sell. Dotted blue isn't going down. I want it's going sideways. So I don't have 3 of the 4 here, so I'm going to pass. All right, so I'm going to change strategies. One of the nice things is we teach you more than one trading strategy. This is a little scalp trade. And we take it, you can take it on a 30-minute or a 1-hour chart. I like to take it on a 1-hour chart. And you take it when there's listed 5 minutes left remaining in the hour. And in this case, we got 2.5 minutes or 3 minutes left. And basically, it's called a thick orange line, and it looks at what the thick orange line is doing. And this thick orange line is a scaled number, and I'm going to go a little bit fast because we only got 2.5 minutes here. When this line is as high as it can go, this number is at 10. When it is as low as it can go, it's at 0. So when this is at 10, it doesn't think there's any more up in the movement. If there's no more up in the movement, that's a good time to sell. So I am looking for this number to be either 0 or 10 or within 1 point. So 4 isn't close enough, 5 isn't close enough, 3 isn't close enough, 8.7 is almost close enough, but not quite. 7 isn't close enough, 6 isn't close enough. So now I'm just going to go to the next batch. So I'm looking for 0 or 10 on the thick orange line or within 1. 6 isn't close enough, 8 isn't close enough, 8 isn't close enough, not close enough, no. Yes, 9 is close enough. So that's within 1 of 10. And to confirm this, I want to look at what the position of the red line is on the major. And I want this red line to be above the blue line. I want it to be kind of where the black line is. So this red line is up here, and this is at 9, which it just went out of 9. That's a trade. It's worth 5 pips. So we still don't have it. Let's see the next group. 5, no. 6, no. 8.2, no. I'm looking for 0 or 10. 7, no. 8, no. 8.9 is close, but not quite there. And then let's go to the last group. And if we see it here, we're not going to take it because of the news. No, 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 yes. Yes, yes, yes. And yes here. So this is within 1 of 10. And this is, the red line is well above the blue line. So you can think of what's happening is it's like you're pulling an elastic. And when the candle changes, that's worth 5 pips. But because, and it usually takes 1 or 2 hours for that 5 pips to materialize. But because we've got a news item coming up this morning on this, that may not happen. So because of that, I'm not going to take the trade. But this is the setup. If I see this within the last 5 minutes and we're 13 seconds left, that's a 5 pip trade. Some traders wait till the hour actually changes, and they want to see this number change by 1. And let's see what happens. And the number didn't change. The number didn't change. So it's good that we didn't take it. It's good that we didn't take it. Had it not been, again, you can wait till next hour. If it stays this way, it's still a good signal. But again, we still have that news item coming up at 8:30. So we're still within that. What's happening now, I think, is you're seeing some of the news is starting to leak, and it's pushing. So here's a case, though, that you can see you could easily get more than 10 pips taking a buy when we're overbought. And I can't, it's 11 pips here. Come on. Okay, gang, thank you for joining me this morning. If you want to learn to trade, these indicators are the best thing I've found. I've started trading about a little over 4 years ago, and it has been a godsend. They're very accurate. They work, and we can teach you to use them. All right, thanks so much. We will see you again on Monday afternoon at 3:30, and look for my afternoon trade tonight at 4:15. Thanks so much. See you tonight. Bye-bye.